Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's episode of UPR's Friday Night Smackdown review with myself, the Wrestler's Doll, which y'all are going to have to get used to hearing me say, but it is what it is. And speaking of names that you will never have to hear changing, I have with me the one and only head of the table, tribal chief, co-founder of UPR himself. Tonight with me, the executive consultant.
Yes, I love hearing me about some me. What a great interest that you gave me just now. Executive consultant, head of the table, tribal chief, the man, the motherfucking shit, your hero, all of that. That is me here tonight to review SmackDown. And this is going to be rapid version, ladies and gentlemen, because I decided not to give all of you all my presence, but so long tonight. So let's dive right down into it. What we got going, Wrestler's Doll.
Well, let's see. On Raw, we had the Usos come in to challenge RK Bro for the belts for a unification match. So this time, we get RK Bro coming right into SmackDown to basically attract. Well, isn't that what they were going to do anyways? Besides, the fans love them, so it's only natural that they come out and that they...
Some of the fans love them. I happen to be part of the Bloodline. That's why I'm wearing red today, baby, because I'm celebrating the Bloodline. They're about to go ahead and win.
Well, I'm wearing red too, but a different red, so...
Yeah, you're winning somebody for some reason. They're pushing big time right now. You know, he just jobbed to Austin Theory a couple weeks ago. Anyway, like I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by Miss Cat Ears here. But I'm telling you, I'm a part of the Bloodline. We're the ones going to win those unified WWE Tag Team Championships titles at WrestleMania Backlash in Providence, Rhode Island. Small little town that nothing ever happened too big, but they're going to happen big that night because the Bloodline will be in town. Speaking of small little towns, we're in Worcester, Massachusetts. Can you buy a plane ticket to Worcester, Massachusetts?
Probably. I don't know.
I don't see why. I mean, I heard the Greyhound was going to make a stop there, and then they realized it doesn't exist.
Here's something else. You're just letting it all out.
Just saying.
Just like the Usos did when Randy basically called them Roman's bitches being let off the leash for the night to go after them. And then Riddle gets
What do you think Riddle is? Forgive me, Matt. What do you think Riddle is to Randy Orton? Like, come on. He comes out here and they start chanting Randy.
Now, so.
Huh? Say it again.
Randy takes him a little more seriously now. He's getting more serious. He wasn't as playful and jokey as he usually is. He jokes for a little bit, but then he got all serious and challenged Jimmy for a match, which was our main event.
Yeah, as if. What was next to happen on SmackDown?
Well, we had our first match of the night, a women's match, Naomi versus your favorite, Rhea Ripley, and it was...
See, this is how I know the brand split is probably ending. Why in the world is Rhea Ripley allowed on the blue brand? The show was great. And then you bring in Rhea Ripley and her little sidekick butt buddy, Liv Morgan, and I'm like, oh, wow, I wanted to change the channel.
Well, let's see, because Sasha and Naomi are going to come on Raw to go against them for the tag team championship. So why not have them come over to this side so Rhea could get her hands on Naomi before
You're kidding me. You're kidding me, right? You're kidding, Excellence? Is that what you're doing right now? That's not good enough reason. The winners of the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships are allowed to be on both brands. That's the right. That's what they earn. If you don't have those titles, your ass needs to stay on your respective show. Do you hear me, Rhea Ripley? You being on SmackDown was a nightmare.
Morgan last week.
I had a problem with Liv Morgan on my screen at all. She shouldn't be on anything but main event.
Listen, it is what it is. She was on there. What else can we say? Except the match.
Go ahead. What else can we say? Come on.
Well, let's see. I personally enjoyed the match, and I personally enjoyed the little rivalry storyline we have going on because they've been pulling out some kick-ass matches, and I'm happy that there was no interference from anybody. So I thoroughly enjoy watching this match.
Naomi should have beat Rhea Ripley, so I was highly upset about that. George Lewis says, what's up, everyone? SmackDown was pretty good tonight. The executive non-champ. Wow, Elvis Strike won. You're already on my shit list. Look at that. Michael Ace Pyramid said, what a SmackDown. We the ones. There you go. I don't know about that one. Hello, love, hugs, and kisses. Rampage was better at SmackDown. Rampage was better in your face. I don't know why you're on the show.
Why are you watching us if Rampage
is on? Exactly. Please, Rampage, Unpopular Review Rampage is on another channel. Go find that one. It's outside jumping off the Grand Canyon. The executive janitors, strike 2. Rhea will turn will live this Monday. Pat mentioned April 20th. We're talking about Riddle. Why don't you go smoke something? And I didn't see SmackDown today. Well, thank you for tuning in to UPR Smackdown, Charmaine. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the rapid fire edition of UPR Smackdown. I'm the executive consultant. Over there is the wrestler's doll. And I'm still going to read all your little dumbass questions and dumbass comments that y'all put on here, much like Elvis just put up here not too long ago. What else happened on Friday Night SmackDown?
Well, we cut to commercial and then we came back and Corbin was having his little moment, basically talking about how much Moss was dead weight to him and that he's happy that he got rid of him and that he was just an anchor and that he's going to be the joke when he loses tonight against Humberto, which did not happen. I was just waiting for him to come out and attack Moss for winning, like he probably would have.
He should have attacked. How ungrateful is Madcap Moss? Right?
Happy Corbin not made his fault. I mean, he had to tell stupid jokes to impress one person, a big bald-headed man.
You know how long Riddle Moss has been in the WWE? Don't know, do you? Well, I got the answer. He's been there for a couple years, right? And nobody cared about him before, and nobody cared about him to win. Happy Corbin helped him out. Happy Corbin made him a name. He needs not to be ungrateful. So if Happy Corbin says, wear suspenders and tell me a freaking joke, you need to be telling me a freaking joke, Madcap. Not happy. Look at this clown on the TV, man.
The joke that he told was that he gave the punchline to Humberto Carrillo and he won and kicked his ass.
First of all, Humberto Carrillo is way more the man than Madcap Moss. Why? Because his name's Humberto Carrillo and they have the kiss cam. Right? And I heard that when SmackDown comes to Orlando in a couple months, you are auditioning to be a part of the kiss cam. You want Humberto and Angel kissing you right there in front of the society.
No, I'd rather burn my cheeks with acid.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You know what? What do you think? You're Two-Face? Are you Harvey Dent?
Apparently, I will be after those two touch my face.
What else happened? You're killing me. Before I have to read some more comments.
And I do it every other Friday.
Yeah. Won't be on next Friday.
Well, neither will I.
Oh, this is the second time in a row you all told me that on air. That you are going to be here next Friday.
Well, now
Jesus,
you know.
Mary Joseph. And knowing's half the battle. All right. What else happened on SmackDown? Rapid fire.
Well, we get to that match where Moss did his thing without being bothered by Corbin at all, which I was very surprised by because usually Corbin likes being the center of attention, being the way that he is. Going against Humberto with Angel outside, basically trying to protect him. And one of my favorite parts of the match was actually when Moss attacked Angel while he was standing on the apron, getting speared right there. And then he gives one right to Humberto, and then after a little bit, hits him with that punchline.
The result is that Angel Garza is going to face, let me call him by the real names. Angel is going to face Madcap Moss next Friday night on SmackDown. And
the same result's going to happen. Moss is going to beat his ass.
When did you become such a Madcap Moss mark?
Let me see. I'm not a mark, but I don't like Los Lotharios, so.
You can't wait to get kissed by him.
No.
You can admit it. You can admit it. That's fine.
No.
I want you to get kissed by them.
Why?
Because I want to see the look on your face. What else happened on SmackDown? What we got?
You want to see me look like I want to throw up?
God, you drunk before.
Yeah, shots fired, and I will do that. But speaking of shots fired, we get Drew Gulak getting a shot at no longer just being backstage doing absolutely nothing but being in catering, and instead gets to be having a little interview for a moment. And he was I can't remember for a moment. He was actually talking to Adam Pearce because Charlotte was talking to him first, asking, who approved the I Quit match? I didn't say yes to it. I don't want to fight her. And then she gets mad at him for getting in the way. And so she's like, why don't you just interview me out in the ring instead? And don't be nervous. And so he does. He gives her a great introduction, which is like what Mike Knox would do if he were interviewing her. And he was doing fine up until he mentions the tapping incident that happened at WrestleMania. Even
when
though
she was fixing her bra.
Geez,
I saw that. I offered to help. I
didn't know that the wrestling ring was wearing Charlotte Flair's bra. I didn't know her breasts were that big.
Well, yeah, even though she had them reduced. Hey, you know what? Shout out to Charlotte Flair. One, she looked absolutely stunning, smoking, and hot at the same time. I usually am not attracted to Charlotte Flair, but I was a little attracted to her tonight. That was one. Two, she cut one of the best heel promos of the year tonight, and she had those fans eating out of the palm of her hand. I have to admit, she did great. The only thing she screwed up in was giving this figure 8 to Drew Gulak, who was obviously trying his best to help her out by hooking the leg. She didn't have it on fully, but still, very good segment here by Charlotte Flair, and one I wish my name wasn't Drew Gulak. So it was really good. I enjoyed it. Probably the best part of SmackDown tonight. I'm interested in hearing some of these fans, and I'm interested in hear your unbiased thoughts when it comes to this segment.
Well, let's see.
Unbiased.
Even though I am not a Charlotte Flair mark.
Already starting off biased.
Listen, I can start off however I want. You brought me here to give my honest opinion. She does what she does best, which is being a heel, being a shit talker, telling everybody I'm better than you and that I can do everything better than you, that I'm a 13th-time champion, so on and so forth. And she did what she needed to do, and she did a good job. Listen, the only reason why the whole rivalry storyline with her and Ronda Rousey is actually looks somewhat decent is because she knows how to sell a match. She knows how to sell the feud, the storyline, and Ronda's just not it. She needs somebody to do the talking for her. If they could bring in somebody like MVP or Paul Heyman for her, which they don't really have that many, so they're going to have to figure something out because that woman cannot speak for herself.
She'll need to speak. She just needs to go in the ring and beat people up, except for Charlotte Flair, because she's the baddest woman on the planet. And Ronda Rousey, let me tell you something, at WrestleMania Backlash, you, my friend, I'm going to say I quit, because Charlotte Flair is one of the greatest women wrestlers.
Oh, I was waiting for you. There you go. I was waiting for that.
You know what? That reminds me of you probably don't know, not too familiar with Mr. Kennedy. That's a question.
Which Kennedy?
Mr. Kennedy.
No.
Yes. I gotta show you some tapes on that. Or next time you're around Sam, which I think is this weekend, ask him to show you some wrestling tapes of Mr. Kennedy. Mr. Kennedy!
I will definitely keep that in mind.
Kennedy! You have no idea. That's so sad.
No, I don't know who that is. You're acting like I'm trying to pretend like I do.
Have the society changer change your society this weekend and ask him to show you some Kennedy tapes.
Okay. And then we have Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn Part 2, with the match ending the same way. Sami Zayn getting his ass out of the ring and running out into the crowd.
Can you believe the kindness of one Sami Zayn?
Why?
He's such a stand-up guy. The way he leaves the ring, leaves the match, because he doesn't want to be the Drew McIntyre, because he knows all the little fans in the ring, and outside the ring, are going to be sad because he destroyed their hero, right?
Yeah, they might be real sad next week on the account that they're going to have a lumberjack match because Mr. Adam Pearce is sick and tired of seeing Sami Zayn run out of the ring. So he ran out of
tired of Mr. Adam Pearce. Match. Like, what is he there for?
Somebody's got to be somewhat in control with Sonya going crazy up to the point of putting herself in a championship match with Miss Bianca
How is that
Belair.
crazy? Who else on Raw deserves it?
Well, I was thinking they could have probably brought it. I was waiting for somebody like Asuka or Bayley to come in for that.
Asuka and Bayley don't want to Bianca Belair, but you know who is woman enough to challenge Bianca Belair for that Raw Women's Championship? Sonya Deville.
Listen, I saw that promo and I saw that coming. I was like, oh, good Lord, here we go.
You're such a hater.
I'm being honest.
What else we got on SmackDown? Actually, no, let's go ahead and talk about Unpopular Review. Fans, you are watching Unpopular Review with the exec consultant, the Wrestler's Doll here. I'm just a special guest this week, and apparently not one of us is going to be here next week. But please make sure you hit that like button, love button, share button, subscribe button to all of us here at UPRW, UPR Entertainment, UPR Gaming. We're all over the place. We have something for you every single day. Looking forward. Thank you so much for watching us. What's next on SmackDown after Sami Zayn saved Drew McIntyre's life?
Yeah, next we had a match for the Intercontinental Championship with Jinder Mahal versus the still reigning, defending Ricochet. Which I was expecting for Jinder to somehow overpower him to take the belt away from him, or for Shanky to some way somehow interfere, which I was surprised to see neither of that fully happen. Jinder did have him in the beginning, like punching him real bad. I thought he was going to just lie down there. I thought he was going to bleed out on the floor or something. But listen, if you don't beat that man down enough, he's going to get up in the air. When he gets up in the air, you're screwed. Hence why he won, and he's still the champion.
During this match, I was like, hey, I'm probably going to be a little bit late, right? This is why I texted the group, and I was like, hey, I'm going to be a little bit late, right? You know why? Because Ricochet was on, I fell asleep. It didn't help that Jinder Mahal was in the match. When Ricochet came on, I knew it was over for me. Like, I had to tap out. I was saying I quit faster than Ronda Rousey will at WWE WrestleMania Backlash. Look, I don't know why they fed Jinder Mahal to Ricochet. I don't know why they're going with this flawless thing for Ricochet.
They've been feeding anybody Jinder Mahal. The last person he's been fed to before was Drew McIntyre.
It's a shame. Jinder Mahal is a former terrible WWE champion. Why you feed him to Ricochet? Flawless Ricochet.
Don't look at me. I don't call him that.
I'm not calling him that either. You and Dave might call him that, but I ain't calling him that.
I don't call him flawless. I just call him.
The only person needs to call him flawless is his flawless-looking girlfriend.
Yes, she can.
Yeah, she can be called flawless, but she can be called flawless because she's like hot.
Can't disagree on that.
I mean, she's no Jade Cargill.
Anyways, we get a nice little promo with Sheamus, Ridge Holland, and their new crazy pit bull of a companion, Butch, because he's acting like a rabid dog at this point, going crazy, attacking the New Day, which was literally the only word that he said tonight during the little interview, because they were watching back what happened with him going crazy, attacking Ridge and Sheamus, and then throwing a little temper tantrum, folding his arms like a child. And then next thing you know, all he says is New Day, and then he runs. And Ridge is like, we lost him. We lost him. And then they go and hunt him down, and there you see him attacking the New Day because he can. And then they start fighting each other, and 4 refs and plenty of officials had to pull them apart.
You know what I hate about you wrestling fans?
That we're fickle.
Something happens, exactly. Something happens, they show up on the main roster. Oh my God, they're buried already. They changed your music, they changed your name, they changed your look, blah, 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 blah. Y'all don't give anything a chance. I know sometimes it's a little disconcerting, trust me, I know. But one thing I was pretty sure was Pete Dunne was going to be okay. Why? 1, they paired him with Sheamus. That wasn't a bad choice, right? 2, it works for his character. He was never that strong on the mic. What makes him talented is the fact he can go in the ring. And he's scrappy, and they are showing that. And he's really working really, really well. He's only been on the main roster for about 4 weeks, and he's already starting to make a name for himself. And that name is Butch. It's not a bad name. I'm here for it.
Simple yet effective.
Exactly. Like him.
Yeah, and speaking of things that were laid out there for us, we get chapter 2 of the Lacey Evans story, which basically consists of her father hunting her down even more once her mother leaves and all that good stuff. Not so good stuff. No help. Got some help, but didn't work. But then it cuts to Natalya and Shayna just watching, laughing at her, saying like, oh, boo, everybody has a hard life, blah, blah, blah. And then they see all these clothes hanging around like, this new girl is in here taking over our sanctuary. And then it cuts to Raquel Rodriguez acting like she didn't hear anything and just shaking her hand, saying, hi, nice to meet you. I was just waiting for her to turn to a friend like, I'm going to whoop this bitch's ass. But they haven't put her in the ring yet. They haven't put her in a storyline yet, so we don't know what's going to happen or who she's going to fight.
Natalya playing the role of, hey, new person on there, I'm going to have to lose to him. And I just don't understand why she has to do that role. But, I mean, she's
So do you think she's going to do that on Tuesday?
Oh, no, because that's just Cora Jade. She has no future.
No, she's not going against Cora Jade. She's going up against somebody else.
My point exactly. No future. The future looks bleak. Every time an NXT woman gets called up to SmackDown, they have to face Natalya. She's the measuring stick of it. She lets you know if you're going to be good or you're going to be bad, which might be why you don't see Xia Li and why you don't see Aaliyah anymore.
Hey, to each their own.
I like Xia Li, though.
I know. I wish they would put her back on TV. And speaking of people that have been put on TV, we have our main event of the night, which is Riddle versus Jimmy Uso of the Bloodline. Don't look at me. I ain't going to do it. I ain't going to do it.
Do it for the Vine.
No.
So lame.
Plus, Vine is dead anyways. So
is Randy Orton and Riddle's title reign.
Yeah, probably. Which basically means it's the end of the brand split as we know it soon enough.
Yeah, let's hope not.
I hope not, but with the way things are going, it's like just get the Bloodline everything, basically.
I mean, you should. They're the Bloodlines. They're the ones, baby. Ones.
Yeah, and they got a pretty good match. Riddle was very much aggressive, like I expected with the way that he acted around the beginning.
People watching at home or wherever you are, throw up the ones, just like Zoli did. Throw up the ones. Respect your tribal king. Respect the Bloodline, because she's not doing it for reasons I don't understand. We've been doing this for a year.
Almost a year, and you already know I'm not a fan of the Bloodline that way. The only person that I'm a fan of that happens to be part of that family is Solo Sikoa. At least it's somebody. That's who I'll put up the 1 for.
You don't make good decisions.
I make plenty good decisions.
I'm not talking about you.
They're not just not your decisions.
Oh, I mean, if it's my decision, it's a good decision. I didn't see SmackDown. Looking good, wrestlers, doll. Good evening, the wrestlers, doll. Madcap Moss to me is growing on me, and there will be a match between these two, and I predict that Madcap Moss will win. Predictions are usually wrong. Happy yuck. What the freak is a Drew Gulak doing backstage interviews? Happy Good Friday. My prediction is that Charlotte Flair will say I quit to Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania Backlash. Happy Corbin is far better than Madcap Moss. I'm taking away strike. Mr. Kennedy, man, I remember him. She does not. Sonya Deville is going to lose to Bianca Belair, and Sonya Deville will be fired as WWE official. Ricochet doing that flip, he did it better than Billy Kidman. Natalya being on NXT can help the women's division get better. That RKO that Riddle did was awesome. I'm not a huge fan. Oh, I'm not going to repeat that. What else you got?
Well, you almost did. And like George said, that RKO that Riddle did, I was floored when that happened. And by the time that the match was over and Riddle got the pin on Jimmy, I was waiting for something else to happen. It's like, what's going to happen in less than a month at Backlash? I mean, we all know they're going to have the Usos win and unify the belts because everybody loves the Bloodline, apparently. And then they're going to have Riddle turn on Randy Orton and start a feud between the two of them, apparently.
Why?
You're the one that said that it could happen. You started it.
Yeah, but still. Just get the Bloodline everything. Spread the wealth.
Yeah, he's spreading plenty of it.
Exactly. Take us home. Oh, do plugs and take us home.
Well, that's the end of SmackDown tonight. So join us for UPR Gaming, UPR Entertainment, UPR Wrestling. Of course, you have Monday nights around the blocks with Mike Knox for the Intelligent Wrestling Fan at 6. Followed by Monday Night Raw with ECM, Big Daddy Cool, of course. Tuesdays, you got NXT with Bad Guy Jack and Captain Shakespeare. Wednesdays, you got AEW Dynamite with All Elite Joker and Divine Intervention. And then Friday nights, you have myself usually with anybody in the brand to be my host. Until I get a regular co-host.
I might just give you guest hosts. Like, let the fans come in and join you.
And we could do that too. And we also have movies and TV shows that get discussed here on our entertainment channel. We have that happen on Thursdays, Saturdays, I believe, maybe.
Tuesdays, Thursdays, and occasional Saturdays.
Tuesdays, Thursdays, and sometimes Saturdays. There's also gaming that does happen on Sunday too.
Got it all.
Got everything. Like, love, share, subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell people you love. Tell people you don't love that much, but know that they like wrestling. And why haven't you done it yet?
Exactly. All right.
Whew.
Bye.